Welcome to Cut It Out with Aaron and Josh, episode 2. You've been waiting for it.
You've been waiting. You've been praying. You've been crying to your parents about it, putting it on Christmas Day.
I hope you didn't pick up
under
that
the tree,
thing, guys. No, don't do no bad stuff.
Don't be doing it.
Yeah, it's always good to be more happy in your day-to-day life. Don't you agree with me, Josh?
I agree. But today is a sad day.
Because today is an episode you're going to be listening to us. Because we're going to be having a good time, but at the expense of your peace of mind, viewers. You're going to be like, oh man, I'm having a good time. Then out of nowhere,
you're going to be having a terrible time.
We're going to press our thumbs into your eyes.
just like Mark Wahlberg.
Oh, is that how he did it?
I think so. Isn't that how he blinded that Vietnamese guy?
I certainly know he did it, but I didn't realize how he did it. I thought he just hit him in the head with something. Because everybody knows what Mark Wahlberg did back in, I don't know what year. But I'm pretty sure he was famous at the time.
I don't think he was famous. Well, he was still part of Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch, right?
Was he a musician before he was an artist?
Yeah, he was in, what was it? I mean, he had like 3 or 4 albums, I think. Or singles? I don't know. He had a couple releases at least.
And then he saw Vietnamese guys like, man, Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. More like Marky Mark and the Funky Stunk. And then Marky Mark just runs at him full speed.
Let's see.
I just remember they quoted him saying that phrase, Vietnam.
17-year-old Mark Wahlberg assaulted a middle-aged Vietnamese man on the street, calling him blah, blah, blah. Knocking him unconscious with a large wooden stick, Wahlberg attacked a second Vietnamese man later the same day, punching him in the eye. Okay, he punched him in the eye.
Man, I can't. Why Vietnamese?
I don't know.
And why is he able to use his racial power of seeing who people are? And using that to attack them.
Let's see. Hold on. Wahlberg believed that he had left the second victim permanently blind in one eye, though...
He believes that? He didn't, he just kind of went on and went about his day?
I guess. Some guy... Apparently he lost the eye in Vietnam, so he didn't actually blind him. He just fucking punched the shit out of him.
No, so he was considerate by punching him in that eye.
Yeah. He was already blind in it, so I mean.
Man, Mark Wahlberg, you were in the other guys. You were in Daddy's Home. Man, I hope I don't ever do that to a person. I'll try not to.
Yeah, I hope I never become that racist.
And he was 17?
Yeah.
Bro, were we just getting out of Vietnam at that point or no?
Well, how old's Mark? No, I don't think so. I think we were out of Vietnam for a while. Because that was back in 1986.
Oh, that's 10 years after the war.
88. Yeah, so it was 12 years after the war ended.
Maybe he was just pent up about something.
Yeah, he was just really mad.
He was like, my dad didn't come home. That's awful. Let's move on from this. Why are we talking about Mark Wahlberg? What?
Whoa, yeah, why? How do we get on Mark Wahlberg?
We were talking about saying hello.
Yeah, and then how do we get? I don't remember.
So
It's
not
fine.
Vietnamese. All right.
We could just cut
you
all
should
that
be
out. It's
ashamed of
fine.
yourself.
Yeah,
Don't do that ever again.
yeah.
You get your Kobe relief check.
I did get my Kobe relief check. Yes, it was the least they could do to help me grieve the loss of Kobe a year later.
Oh yeah, it was such a shame. I miss that dude. Well, I'm glad we got that first check back then too. Did you get that?
Yeah.
That was good.
Oh yeah, I did. I wish. Excuse me. I wish they would have approved the $2,000 one, but you know.
Honestly, it feels like they put that one in front of us to take it away.
Yeah, they fucking.
But at least we got the other one. I didn't even hear about that until it was like 2 weeks before.
Oh yeah, same. Like.
So just getting it at all was a great help for me.
Yeah, no, it helped me pay for some shit, so that's cool.
I put $100 in my groceries. The fridge is completely full.
Damn, dude, you can fill the fridge for $100. That's pretty sweet. I don't get jack shit for 100 here, dude.
Really?
Yeah, no, I get I mean, I get a decent amount, but I can't if I were to stock up for groceries and stuff like that, it'd cost me at least 150, 200.
How much is the thing of chicken?
Just a couple chicken breasts.
Yeah, a thing wrapped up.
I want to say 4 chicken breasts is $7-8 or something like that.
For big ones or medium ones or?
They're medium. They're not huge.
That seems about the same for us too. I think our beef is our meats are usually the same kind of price every time.
Yeah.
But I always try and just go for that and frozen vegetables and things.
Yeah. I need to frozen vegetables are just so easy to work with. I need to do them more.
It's a lot easier. My roommate actually uses frozen cut up chicken squares.
The ones that you get in the bags that are pre-cut up and everything like that?
Yeah, he says it's actually pretty convenient for just meal prepping and everything.
Huh. I just never trust American frozen foods and stuff, you know?
Honestly, Tyson did fuck that up a couple times.
Yeah. Didn't they have plastic in it or something?
No, but I
they're
think
frozen.
Someone got food poisoning and died. Wasn't that one
of the
mad cow disease companies?
Was it? It might have been. I know Tyson, their chicken nuggets had pieces of plastic in them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kids were choking on them or something like that. And so they had to recall all this fucking chicken.
And kids just Fortnite dancing at a party, just man, these chicken nuggets are the bomb. Mom, I love you. I love you, Dad. I'm so happy. This is the best life you could have provided me.
and then he turns 25 and he's still telling his mom to bring him chicken nuggies.
Nah, bro, the Mike Tyson chicken nuggets took him out that day. He was like, I'm gonna take one more nugget, then let's have a group hug.
Man, that must have been nice to have a happy childhood. Which brings us into our next topic.
Our lack of one.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see. Pretend to be sad and daydream about shitty childhoods.
Oh man, things were much easier when I was a kid.
How so, Josh? What is wrong?
I'm sad now in my adult life. But back then, I wasn't as sad.
You're not as sad as you're sadder. You were happier back then?
Yeah.
Let's go back in a memory and see how it went.
We have to act out our bad childhood memories.
Yeah, we'll paint the scene. You'll describe the room, and then we'll be sitting in the corner. Then out of nowhere, you'll describe something that happened. If you're down for it, if you got anything you're down for sharing.
It's my I get chulo.
Oh, Josh, the floor is dissipating. The room that we're stuck in is becoming something else, like a Star Trek thing.
Yeah, it's like we're being was it teleported?
Yeah.
Transmogrified.
I don't know. Where are we, Josh?
Whoa, we're in the past before times.
Shit, I don't think I've been here before. At least not as I am now.
There I am at age, I don't know. I don't even know what story I'm gonna be sharing.
No, you don't gotta know your age. We're just gonna be somewhere in
There,
time.
that looks like younger me. Wait a minute. And then like I don't know, it's everybody singing happy birthday to me.
Oh no. A bad birthday memory are always the ones that hurt most.
I don't think I've ever had like a terrible birthday memory, honestly. At least not my birthday.
No, there's
It's
something
always
about
been
the
like,
energy that always like makes it go weird.
yeah, but like other people's birthdays have been just like really fucking weird.
Do
Like
they not get the toy they want?
no, I think one of my friends, like his parents were fighting. They got, because like you know how like fucking Mexican kids' birthday parties go, where like all the adults just get really fucking drunk.
Oh no. Did they
Yeah,
break
like I
his
think
pinata?
no, I think like his fucking like parents started fighting about something, and it like just like and it was literally like only because like the parent like the adults were drinking, but like it was really only like his parents
Fucked up.
they were the only ones that were like fucking causing a scene, and everybody was just kind of like it was like they were like in the middle of like the room or whatever, and they were like yelling at each other. So like, and the way the house was set up was kind of like the fucking living room was that you walk right into the house, and there's like the living room and stuff like that, and then there's not really like a divider. Then there's like the kitchen, and like the kitchen was like where like all the cake and like the food was and stuff like
Oh
that.
no, something involving
And
cake.
no, it was just like people were like fucking like walking around them to get food and stuff like that while they were arguing in the middle of the fucking like living room. It was really weird.
The vibe
It was
was
like when
still
I was like,
going
oh
on.
yeah, like people were trying to just like kind of ignore it, and like the kids, like a lot of the kids were like outside like playing fucking games or whatever they were doing.
How old were you? Were you like
I
a
think
kid at this point?
I was like 10, 9 or
Oh,
10,
okay.
something like that.
So at this point, you had no idea what was going on. That shit didn't make any sense at all.
I just knew that like my friend's parents were fighting. I don't think even I don't like yeah, because I think like the whole deal was like it was his mom and his dad, but his dad, well, they were like divorced, and so his dad came over for like his birthday
Oh,
party, and then like I don't know. They were also like arguing in Spanish, and I didn't understand Spanish, so
that's good. It probably would have been like a pretty rough conversation.
oh yeah, probably.
Cause like shit, he was invited for the party, then he's fucking around.
Yeah, no, it was definitely like a weird surreal experience. It's like those times where like, you're like hanging out at your friend's house and he gets like in trouble with his parents,
No, yeah,
and you just
man.
got to kind of sit there and like watch your friend get yelled at.
I had one friend, then he would like kind of talk back to his grandma, and I was like, oh wow.
Yeah, no, I never got that either, where like your friend would like be like rude to his parents and they just kind of like sit there and take it, or like, you know, they wouldn't say anything back or do anything.
That makes me scared. Like
Yeah.
how?
Yeah, how do you have this much power?
I don't want someone to yell at me. My kid's gonna suss me out and just fucking yell at me.
He's gonna call you out and then cancel you on Twitter.
He's gonna get himself taken away. He's like, oh, wait a second, what's happening here? And he's in some sort of cage.
Yeah. Separated from his family.
Getting shipped off to Guantanamo. Is Guantanamo still real?
I think so. I think Guantanamo's still open.
Nah, that's too good for him. They're gonna send him to. Nah, I don't want to kill my kid.
You gonna say like send him to Mexico?
Nah, no, that's a worse fate than I don't know. My poor son. Ill conceived in my mind, and now he's just gone forever.
And now he was taken by ICE.
Yeah, ice is. They're our own bad guys.
Damn. Very relatable.
Oh man, I'm remembering one of my bad childhood experiences now.
Oh boy. Do you want to share it with the class?
Whoa, look out, Josh. The floor is
Oh,
changing.
where are we going now?
We're going to a football field. I'm in 5th grade.
Oh no.
Oh, whoa, we're about to hit the ground.
Okay, I think we're ghosts. Then yeah, just
Just what?
All right. So where are we at, Aaron?
We're at a football thing. When I was a kid, I used to be in this Pee Wee football thing. It was the one where you hit people. It wasn't the pretend one.
It was the flag football.
Yeah, it wasn't the. When I was younger, I used to play football. It'd be the one where you would tackle each other. It wasn't the safe one.
Yeah. What happened in this football?
It was
the real
first,
one.
It was the first time I ever really did like physical stuff. It was like, oh man, this is pretty cool. I'm sweating out my ass. I'm just doing all this running around and weird push-up stuffs. And there was nothing wrong with it. It felt pretty neat. But at the same time, I just be kind of like tired of it mentally. Kind of exhausted almost.
Yeah.
And as a kid, you're kind of stupid. Like people, like you don't know how to keep up. And one time we were playing this football game, and I was just standing around. And apparently they called me to get onto the field, and I never did. And nobody ever like grabbed me and said, "Hey, get onto the field."
So were you just like sitting there?
Yeah, I was just kind of like hanging out on the bench. And no one fucking grabbed me and threw me on the field. I was the lineman. I don't know how important that shit is, but I don't even know what happened.
So wait, so like what happened afterwards?
My dad yelled at me for like an hour.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And I was like...
About just like... What did he...
Do
you remember what he said?
Why'd you play football? And I was like, I don't know. But as a kid, I was like crying instead.
Yeah.
And I was just trying to make you proud, Dad. He was like, well, why didn't you? And he was like, you just want to stand around, huh? But you stand around for a couple of hours. And he had me stand in my room for a couple of hours.
Just stand there?
Yeah, I was kind of confused, but I just did what I was told.
Did he like come and check on you, or?
I don't know what happened. I think for the rest of the day, it was just kind of, that was it. Yeah, my dad, he was just kind of there to get mad at me. Because, they were split up. My parents.
Yeah. How long have they been
back when I was in, like, second grade, I think.
So it's been a while, so he was just, like, at your game?
No, like, he'd be the one to take me there. Like, they would both take me there. Like, take turns
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff.
Okay.
He was actually, like, pretty close by. Like, he would be around. But he didn't live with us for a while. So, like, I would only see him if it was just to be his turn, or if he was, like, mad at us. Or, like, getting after us.
Getting after you about what?
Oh, just in general. Like, like how dads get after kids if they do bad or something.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Maybe we understand. Maybe people in the audience don't,
No, that's true. They don't have fathers like that or something. I mean, it wasn't bad, but it's something I remember. I'm like, oh, that's something I don't know how to feel about.
Like, just like your dad like yelling at you about not knowing you had to get on the field.
Yeah, because I know how to yell for my dad. Like, shit, I can be like, I've been loud before, and I don't like that I've passed on that anger. That I've like gotten angry like that.
Yeah, no, I get you. I think my dad was like the opposite. Like, my dad never really yelled at me. he was very like quietly aggressive.
Oh no. You ever spank you?
Yes. Oh yeah.
Oh man.
There were some not pleasant things that happened when I was younger. Uh, Before like I mean it was weird because like it was like worse when I was like younger, like anywhere from like 12 to like, or like, yeah, I'll say like 10 to like 14, like that. Like when I became a teenager, it kind of like shifted, I guess, if that makes sense.
Oh, like you just didn't get beat no more.
No, not really.
I guess like the routine
It,
changes just because like you can take care of yourself more.
yeah, but he was also, excuse me, just like less involved when I was a teenager for sure. I don't know if that was the same case with you, where he kind of like,
well, because
I
he
mean,
didn't live with us, it was kind of like the involvement wasn't. It was more just rides, I guess, and that's kind of
yeah,
that's a weird thing to say, but it was kind of what it was.
yeah. It was like a little bit different for me because like I still lived with both of my parents, until I moved out. Uh, but like he was still like very much like less present, uh, throughout like my high school years,
I always thought that was
especially.
a natural thing, just because like they're the ones that like, just because like I guess the work they do, because my dad would be gone all day for him.
Yeah. My dad would be, well, he'd get home like around like 5 or 6 at night,
Hmm.
and he'd be off like weekends and shit like that. But it's weird thinking about like being in high school and stuff like that because it feels so like long ago.
Oh yeah,
You know?
that shit happened. That's crazy.
Yeah. Like I mean, I graduated. It's gonna be going on 6 years now.
Oh
Six
yeah,
years this May.
and I'm
So
like a year or two older than you, so I think I'm already
yeah. Well, what year did you graduate?
14.
Yes, yeah, I graduated in 15. So yeah, you're coming up on 7 years. But yeah, which is crazy to think about.
Oh yeah,
But like
shit just kind of
thinking
goes
thinking
on.
thinking back to like my like freshman sophomore year, which is crazy to think about. Like before, because I like while we were talking, I was thinking about getting my first job and stuff like that,
Oh,
and that's
back in
kind of
high
crazy
school,
to think. Yeah, back because I started working when I was 16. Uh,
you just like the
but yeah,
responsibility or like the cash flow.
I just wanted fucking on that bread, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I wanted to buy fucking cool shit like comic books and fucking anime and shit.
That's pretty good, being all for you and everything.
Yeah, no, it wasn't like I was fortunate enough to not have to like, I know a lot of kids that were my age and that a couple that I grew up with were like having to help their parents like pay bills and shit.
Mm.
And that was I never had to do that, which was a good thing. And we lived like fairly comfortably, all things considered. As far as like financials went, we were never like riding the struggle bus.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. I don't know how your situation varies from that, but
From what I remembered, it would be all right, but just like them not being exactly together, I think made it like they were probably struggling more than I realized.
yeah, and maybe they just didn't show it.
Yeah, so I think they did a pretty good job covering it up. Like they still always like provided and took care of us.
Yeah. And I was always like a kid that would never ask for like, um like I
Crazy
wouldn't go like
stuff.
we'd go into like Walmart and like I wouldn't be like that kid that asks like, for like toys when we go into the toy section and stuff like that.
Oh.
Like I was never that kind of kid. And so
I
like
was probably around that
it
age
was,
in elementary.
yeah, like, well, it was never like, like it'd be like, "Hey mom, dad, fucking get me this Power Ranger or whatever," and they'd be like, "No, we don't have the money for that or whatever." So I never really asked.
Just
But
just break it.
Yeah, just break it in the store, and then we have to buy it anyway.
One year for Christmas, I got my first smartphone, and I felt so bad just because oh man, I don't want them to give me something expensive like this. And I was like, oh man, I can't take this. And my mom got fucking pissed off. She thought I was ungrateful. But
damn.
I just wasn't like clear about saying, oh no, I can't take this, mom. I guess that was like pretty bad in its own way, just being told that.
Well, like, I can't take this.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't saying that. I was like, oh man, you shouldn't have got me this. This is crazy.
I think I don't know. I don't think that's like, if you're saying it like you're saying it now, I don't think that's like, necessarily on you to be like, because that doesn't sound ungrateful.
I felt like I wasn't worth it in my mind. I was like, oh man, I shouldn't be getting this. And I don't know how she ever took it, but I always thought she just kind of thought I was like, oh man, I don't want no phone. I want an Xbox.
Did you think that was that like you coming from a place of low self-worth, or did you also think that that like you guys couldn't afford it?
It was a bit of both. I just kind of wish that, I don't know, maybe it was like more for the other brothers. Cause
Were they? Are you the oldest?
I'm like the second oldest.
Okay. I'm not totally sure of your family dynamic as far as that goes. I thought you were the oldest.
I kind of am. It's my older brother than me. I was born like a year later, but like a couple days before his actual birthday.
Oh, so just under a year apart.
Yeah, but like I was born on the day of his birthday party.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Shit. Does he hate you for it?
Probably. We don't really talk.
Oh, really?
Well, I mean, that's just because like after he graduated, he did army stuff.
Oh, really? And then is he out of the army now?
Yeah, but like he's got his own thing going. But I'm fine with that.
Or I guess what do you mean by own thing?
Oh, like he married before he went out there.
Yeah.
And he had a kid, and now he's had another kid too, actually.
Did have you met his kid and his wife?
Oh yeah, they've been back for maybe a year or two now. And I've met the first one, but the other one like happened just recently.
Yeah.
I'll see him at some point though.
Do you keep in touch like at all?
Not really. When a family member got married, I went there and we saw each other there, but I don't really keep up with him. I'm pretty sure he'll do good, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I guess when's the last time you talked to him?
Probably back in October.
Any particular reason why?
It's just whoa, what's happening? We're going somewhere else in time, Josh.
Whoa, wait a minute.
Oh man, I gotta grab my phone before we go. I guess, alright, here we go.
We can't leave this in the past.
Huh?
We can't leave this phone in the past. They'll know.
Oh look, we're sitting in a car.
Whoa, is this a low rider?
No. You want to sit, bitch?
Yeah, I'll sit, bitch.
All right, you're sitting, bitch. I'm sitting on the left of you, and little boy Aaron is on the right of you.
Oh no!
And my brother is sitting in front of me in the car. We're hanging out at the bank while my mom is doing money stuff. I wonder what she was doing. Actually, it was for sure it was the bank, but I don't know why we'd have to go.
She was hustling.
And I guess just because like he's my brother, I like tease him or talk to him or something. Just because like we're brothers, that we gotta interact.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I just always be able to like piss him off. And
Okay.
from the front of the seat, from the front car seat, he would like turn around and just like punch the shit out of me repeatedly.
No shit.
Yeah, and it happened a couple times every time we would go to the bank.
Was it always or were you always like kind of like provoking him, or would he just do it unprovoked?
I would always provoke it,
Okay.
but like shit, that's not something that normally
How old
happens.
were you?
Uh, way before middle school. Way
Yeah,
before middle school.
so like grade school,
Yeah, honestly, I don't even remember what grade I would have been in at the time.
but it was young.
Yeah,
Okay. And
and
well, and he said he's only a year older than you, right?
yeah, so he was like pretty much my size and everything.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Are you guys so is that what kind of started it?
Not too sure. I mean, like brothers always fight.
Yeah. See, like I'm 4 years older than my brother, so it's a little bit different.
Oh, you never
I
beat the
don't
shit out
I
of him.
never had that. Well, I mean, like we would like fight and stuff like that, but like I guess having like that closeness in age range was a little bit, is a little bit different,
Yeah.
right? Because like growing up with some, because did you guys like go to the same school when you guys were in school and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, we
So you
did the
guys would like
same
see each other in
elementary and middle
school and
school.
shit.
But when it came to high school, we made our own choices.
Oh, yeah. See, like in my hometown, like there was only one high school, so if I were a year apart from my brother, we would be in the same high school whether we wanted to or not. Because like the nearest high school was like 15 miles away, something like that.
No, so every day you just had to go all the way out there.
Yeah, well, if we weren't gonna go to the same, like if I was going to like my hometown high school, and then like if he was gonna go to like another high school, the closest one would be 15 miles away. So yeah, it wasn't worth it to, so like, but like we didn't, because we're 4 years apart. So I graduated when he was going into high school and that kind of shit. So I think like also the obviously you guys kind of matured at the same rate alongside each other, relatively speaking. I'm sure you guys kind of took your own paths and stuff like that, obviously, with him going into the military and stuff.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't know if that would have shaped me like mentally, but I guess it was that kind of age range, right?
yeah,
Like one that no matter what, it would just kind of stick with you.
yeah. So, did you live with him until you guys, or until I guess he graduated and went off to the military?
Yeah, after he graduated, he was there for like a month and or maybe less than a month, and he just kind of went out there. After that, it
Did
was
he did
just
he
me and
say
my younger
anything?
brothers. Huh?
Did he say anything?
Oh no, we
Like,
like we were brothers. Like we did that much, but I wouldn't really say we had like any sort of like friendship or anything.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So, are you? Because I've heard you talk about your youngest sister,
Oh yeah.
and how like you're close with her, as close as you can be with somebody who's that far, like in an age, like with an age gap that far apart.
Oh yeah.
But
No yeah. She was
is
actually
is
born when I was in
this
middle school in eighth grade. So
yeah? So that's what, like a 13-year difference, 12,
probably yeah.
13.
Yeah, I think that'd probably be right. Be that kind of math.
Yeah. So how old is your oldest younger brother?
I think he's 18 or 19 now. He
All
graduated, so
right.
now he's doing. He's probably starting college already.
And how was your relationship with him?
Pretty good. We both didn't really talk that much, but at the same time, like I was probably like a meaner brother growing up.
Why do you think that?
Oh, just cause I mean it's just easy to be a mean person when you're young.
No, I mean, but like were you actively mean, or do you think you were mean?
I think I was probably mean because I was meaner to his older brother, my other brother, that was right in between us. Yeah, he was a couple years older than him and like maybe 5 years younger than me. And
Okay,
like he'd
you're
always
you're
like,
what, 20? You're 25, right?
yeah.
Okay.
So like we would like he would like be meaner to my younger brother, so I'd be like, hey, don't do that, and I'll be mean to him. It was a system that didn't really work.
Yeah, it was kind of like a lot of like fighting with your siblings, right?
Yeah, but I would never. I mean, I probably like hit him, but like looking back, I don't think I was really someone that would really like hit in general. You know, I don't think I probably like hit like did that, but I've never like had any intention to actually like hurt someone before because like that shit hurts.
Like actually hurt them.
Yeah,
Like
because like shit, that shit hurts. To get
like
hit that
like
way.
example for me is like I would never like punch my brother, but like he would do something stupid and I'd like hit him, like I'd like slap him upside the head, you know?
Yeah,
Like I'd
I
slap
think
him up the
that's
back of the head, like that kind of shit.
the best idea of it.
Yeah. Because I never wanted to like hurt my brother.
And as I
But, like
got
there were
older,
times
you
where we'd
just
like
kind of
fight
remember.
and shit.
You just kind of remember that like you shouldn't be mean to each other. So I would try
Yeah.
and just like stay back from my brothers, just so I wouldn't ever like be an asshole or some shit.
Do you think you would have like been an asshole if you got closer to them?
I really don't know. As I talk to them now, like it goes pretty well.
Yeah. So are you closer with them than you are with your older brother?
Oh yeah, that's just because like they like it was we were the ones that stayed behind, because he went out to the army or something.
Yeah. How'd your parents react to him going to the army?
They didn't really want him to go, but
Yep.
you know, like it was just his way to actually get out of the house. He actually wanted to just serve instead. And my dad, I don't
Yeah.
really know what he thought because I'm pretty sure he would just have the general reaction of not wanting them to go.
Yeah. I don't know how like that would
Because like just going to the army, you just kind of have like an idea of what that would mean, right?
yeah, especially like our generation going to the Middle East and stuff like that.
I had a buddy do the Marines, and I'm glad he came back all right because the entire time I was just kind of nervous.
Like recently?
Yeah, he finally came back maybe this past year.
Is he done now? Like is he done with the military now or what?
Oh yeah, he just did like one thing of it. And I was gonna
Yeah.
do schooling and all that.
Right on.
I think
Yeah,
he's actually started.
that's what a lot of people I know do is they went for their 4 years and then they got their fucking their GI Bill.
Even got a cool charger, I think.
He got the charger. They tricked him into the charger.
No, he was trying to get something else, but the charger was a good fucking deal. Like he was looking to do like maybe a $20,000 thing, but he ended up just doing like 10.
Yeah, well, what the like if you sign for like a certain amount of time, you get like a bonus. I think is how it works. But
Maybe
I've heard so many people being like, "Oh man, I never got my fucking bonus, dude."
it just doesn't work out.
Yeah. But nah. Forgot where I was going with this line of questioning.
About my brothers.
Yeah, just about like, your general relationship with all of them. But it is excuse me. It is like a what's the word? A bit more insight as to
Yeah,
how
honestly,
you acted towards your siblings,
no, I know
right?
what you're saying, because like in a way, it's not something people really talk about.
Yeah.
People don't just be like, "Man, that birthday party sucked," you know.
I think it's like really weird when like At least, well, I'm the weird one, but I know that. But like, I always think it's really weird when I see people. You know how like on like fucking like the Hallmark Channel and stuff like that, they have like a very like you know, like the dad's playing catch with the sons and stuff like that.
Oh, like Dog Daddy.
Yeah, what the fuck is Dog Daddy?
You never seen the Dog Daddy cartoon by Sick Animation?
No, I don't think so.
Shit. All right, I'll show you after this, but it's like it's just that. And you know Sick Animation, right?
I think I know Sick Animation.
The guy
Yeah.
that does like those silly voices and rotoscoped animations.
Yeah.
It's like this dog dad and his dog son are at a baseball game, and he's just having like that kind of dialogue. And he's going, well, I know I ain't been the world's greatest dad, and he's like taking a shit on the ground, just going, no, I know I ain't been the world's greatest dad. Now I know. Like, he's just saying that shit over and over again. And he takes his shit and he says it one last time, and he just like. It's like a heartfelt scene where his son's like, Dad, you don't have to be a great dad. You don't even have to be a good dad. You just have to be a dad. Dad. And that's pretty much the cartoon.
That's what I always like thought. I'm like, well, that's kind of weird. I wonder if people actually have that, you know, where like they actually have dads that they want to fucking play catch and stuff with, you know?
I mean, I'm sure that's there. Like, if not the action, the intention to be around the son. Like, my dad's been calling me, but I just kind of never get to the phone. Like, it's always when I'm either working or not looking at it.
Yeah, my dad doesn't even fucking call me, dude.
Oh man, it's annoying. My dad does call me, and I'm trying my hardest to not answer. Is that bad?
I'm sure, like. I don't know, man. Like, if you have your reasons for it,
I don't know. I just kind of feel bad thinking about family.
What do you mean?
Like, just the idea is like, man, I don't want to tell them how I'm doing. I don't want to tell them that I'm just doing this thing. That I'm just kind of, just kind of living.
Yeah. Well, I think we kind of touched on something like that in the last episode where we were talking about, like, you know, where we feel we should be in life, right?
Probably.
I think we talked about that a bit in the last episode. But yeah, no, I think because that's the thing I struggled with for a long time was, like, you know, not being able to accept where I was in life and being, like, kind of embarrassed on, like,
your current reality.
in doing my own thing.
No, that's true. I know what you mean now. I think I said something about, like, my friends from middle school already graduating already.
Yeah. And you know, that's and I'm getting that kind of vibe from what you're saying too. Is like, man, I don't want to, you know, talk to my dad and tell him I'm just, you know, working you know, this job that I'm working, right? Yeah, instead of, you know, doing something more.
Yeah, because
I also feel like that bringing up the first memory, you don't want him to, like, you know, be mad at you for not doing what he thinks you should do, right?
That's probably what it is. Because I mean, it's normal to fear your father, so I just fear my father at a level, I guess.
Yeah, obviously, I don't know how far, if he's still in the same, like, area as you or not. Because I know you moved in with your boys recently.
Yeah, I just been there, and I can see them if I wanted to. Like, I've seen them since I moved out here. But
yeah, so you're not, like, super far away or anything like that.
Yeah, but I haven't actually seen them in a couple months too.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen my dad in
oh yeah, you're like far
years. Away. Yeah, but I went back to Colorado recently. Yeah. Within, like, the last, like, seven months.
Hell yeah.
And I didn't go and visit him then either, though. So.
Oh shit! You see your brother?
Oh yeah, I saw my brother.
What the fuck?
Well, my brother doesn't live with my dad.
Oh.
It's fine.
Oh, okay. No, I'd probably do the same shit.
No, my little brother is, like, the only person I'm, like, in my family that I'm close with. So It's cause like we obviously like grew up together, but like my sister was like a fucking like psycho.
A meanie.
So yeah, she was a big old dumb stinky.
Oh no, oh no.
But so and she's kind of like went down a path that I don't want to like really involve myself with. And she's still making like some decisions in her life that I don't really like, and so I don't really want to be a part of it, so to speak.
I think I remember you saying something before, but no, I understand.
Yeah. I don't remember if we talked about it on here or not,
no, never,
but
never. And now we don't have to.
I mean, I'm not like opposed to it. Like it's not like a huge secret that I'm like I have a bad impression of my sister.
Oh, you just kind of disprove in general.
Yeah, it's been that way for a while. Like ever since ever since I kind of moved out and been on my own, I didn't really, we didn't really see eye to eye because she kind of made these decisions that I
She ever mess with your shit?
thought. No. I don't think so. At least I'm trying to think.
No, it was just lifestyle decisions.
It was all just like lifestyle stuff that like I noticed was like unhealthy, and that I didn't want to be a part of because she was kind of sucking my whole family into it, and me being out on my own, I didn't want to kind of
bring that to your place.
Yeah, bring that into my life when I was already dealing with all this other shit that I was dealing with, and having to deal with like her, because like without getting too much into it, she was just like basically emotionally like manipulating like everybody in my family, like my immediate family, like my mom and my dad and stuff like that, and like my other
just being in their life right there or something.
Well, like using it as kind of like an excuse to kind of leech off of all of my like family members
money.
And stuff like that. Yeah, the big thing was money, because like especially like later on when I like kind of from the time I was like 17 to like now, like basically kind of like when I started like moving out and like being independent and stuff like that, my dad, who owns a business, his business like really started like taking off and stuff like that, and so he is kind of like independently like wealthy.
Mm-hmm.
Not crazy wealthy, but like in a sense where he's like very comfortable.
That's good. He's got what he needs.
Yeah, and my mom, who has been working the same job at a hospital for like 25 plus years, and she has like all these benefits and stuff like that, and she's also making like good money, and she really knows how to like manage money really well. So both my parents are fairly well off, and my sister took advantage of that a lot, to the point where yeah, she was just like guilt tripping my parents into giving her all this money and all these things that she didn't really need, because she said it was what she needed and all this stuff. It was just like and so I noticed that from an outside perspective, not being in that in that house, and just kind of hearing what my mom and my younger brother would tell me what it was like, what she was doing.
Oh, so they knew it was wrong too, but they were just kind of
Well,
complicit.
My little brother's kind of out of touch in a sense that he just doesn't really give a fuck. And he just kind of goes with the flow and like lives his life and stuff like that. And my mom, but like my mom, who she calls me a lot, and she'll talk to me, especially when I moved out and stuff like that. And she had like the empty nest kind of thing, even though she still had my brother living there. But and my sister for a while.
You were the golden child.
But I was the child that always wanted to be independent. I was the one that was like, as soon as I graduated high school, I'm like, all right, I'm gone. Yeah, and it wasn't like I fucking like I hate my fucking parents and I want to move out. It was just like, it's time for me to like go out and like make friends and do my own thing. And I still kept in touch with like my parents. I wasn't like, like as soon as I'm gone, I'm not talking to you guys anymore. But so like my mom would call me and she'd be like, hey, like she'd just be like, hey, like, we're doing good and all this stuff, and then she'd bring up my sister and like, yeah, we just bought my sister this, or like, my sister's been doing this lately. Mind you, I didn't I never asked about my sister, because even before I moved out, it was kind of like I wanted to distance myself from her and her situations.
I guess it makes sense. Like your family will bring up your family thinking you want to know.
Well, yeah, you'd be like, oh, how's life, and your parents will list off like, oh, your brother's doing this, your sister's doing this, like I'm doing this, your dad's doing this, blah 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 blah. But yeah, so I would she would tell me like just stuff that like was going on with my sister and stuff like that. And even though like she never exactly spoke negatively of it,
telling you would let you know.
Well, she would say things and I would recognize that I'm like, that's not chill. Like that's not cool that my sister's doing this, and having my mom buy this for her or do this for her, and stuff like that. And I just kind of started to notice, I'm like, all right, I don't want to be a part of this anymore.
Oh yeah, I don't want to really be a part of my family's life just because I don't want to be a drain on them. That's something I'd be.
Do you think you are?
I mean, I'm not, but I don't want to talk to them when I need something.
Like, well, I think the difference being if you actually do need something, and if you, rather than you not wanting to exert the, your own, effort and stuff like that to do so. I think, like, if you were down bad, and, you had to ask your mom for money, I think that would be different than being a drain on your family. That's the big thing, and that's the big thing I've noticed too, is, my, sorry, my cat's making noises right now, and I'm just like, what the fuck's going on?
Oh, okay.
Sorry, but yeah, what was I saying? Oh, right, like, yeah, so like, you're kind of having like this, you're like, from what I'm seeing is like you're equating, you needing something to you being like a leech or a drain on your family, right? Which isn't the case. And I don't know how your family dynamic is exactly, and how how you how much you rely on your family or want to rely on your family due to how they act towards you.
They're pretty good towards me, I think.
Like, so, like, let's say, like, you had, like, you fucking got in, like, a car accident and had to be transported to the hospital, and, like, you had hospital bills and stuff like that, right?
I just have them take me to my dad's.
You just have them take you to your dad's?
Yeah. I was like,
So,
I heard the ambulances are expensive, I can't go to the hospital. And they just took me to my house, my dad's, when I was little.
Is that real?
Oh, yeah, when I got hit by a car.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you did get hit by a car. I forgot about that. Yeah. Well, let's say you went to the hospital and stuff like that, right?
Oh, no.
Like, I'm sure, like, your parents would, like... Would your parents, like, or your mom or whoever be like, hey, I'll help you out with these medical bills if you need it?
I think so. It was before I even had a job, so... I think that's probably how it would have went.
Let's say, because I don't know, like if they have the money, would they be supportive?
Yeah, for
right?
sure.
Like, would they choose to be? So yeah, okay. So see, that's the disconnect.
Oh no, I never doubted their biological love for me. I've always known that they had a drive to love me.
Okay.
Just as I love them.
That's also the disconnect that a lot of people have, though, is like, and I think that's kind of like what I'm seeing with you, is like, you taking like help versus you taking, you taking advantage of them, right? And I think you see them as one and the same. At least that's what I'm getting from it. Is you kind of don't want to be a burden.
Yeah, honestly, that's just what it boils down to.
Yeah, and I think that's a lot of people have that problem is like even though like like your parents can definitely afford something that you need, like if you need help with like a car or something like that, if like your car broke down and you don't have the money to fix it, and your parents have that extra wherewithal. I think it's different than like you lying to your parents and asking them for like $50 so you can buy an ounce of shake, right?
Oh shit! I hope I never did that. I don't think I ever. I've never done that.
No, I've never done like anything like that personally, but I'm saying like that's like a difference. But a lot of people see it as
like having the Scholastic Book Fair come through.
Yeah, yeah. Like, Mom, I need $20. I need this Captain Underpants collection.
I need this frog biological book where it's a toy frog.
Yeah. But yeah, that's a big disconnect a lot of people have. And it's something I've like also struggled with. Which was like, that's one of the reasons I got a job right when I turned 16. Was because like I didn't want to have to ask my parents to because like I mean like everybody's like fucking when they're like 16 they all they care about when they have money because they don't have to worry about like bills and shit, at least most people, is they want to go and like buy their own shit, right? Like my big thing was like buying comic books and stuff like that when I was like 17, and I didn't want to be asking my parents for like fucking $20 a week so I could go and buy comic books, because it felt shitty knowing I didn't need that and I was asking them for money.
No, I get you. It makes a lot of sense. Makes sense.
But it was different because
give that shit out.
Yeah, well, yeah. When you're a little bit older, you realize that like, yeah, I understand like why my dad wouldn't always buy me these things that I wanted when I was like a kid.
He wouldn't buy you Mega
like,
Man and NT Warrior Battle Chip packs.
Did I remember that? That shit was fucking cool.
Man, I want to rebuy some of those toys just because by the time they're gone.
I wonder how much they'd go for now.
I think it's like $60 for a simple one. That's what I seen one time. And then they actually have some that are like $100, but they're like really well made. Like imagine like the style of those toys, but they're like badass characters or like real looking.
Mega Man Battle Chips. Let's see. Mega Man Battle Chip, a lot of 38.
Damn, that's a lot. How much?
Less than $100. It's $95 on
never mind.
on eBay right now.
Nah,
that's actually, I don't know, that's not bad. Let's see, Takara Battle Chip Guardian Wide Shot 1 attack plus 10. I don't even know all that shit, man. But they got a lot of them.
Man,
I don't know how that shit works.
That thing was really cool. You ever see it?
I remember, it was kind of like a fucking you'd make your character and all these things were like little like level ups, weren't they? Is that how it was?
Like the Game Boy gameplay or the little thing gameplay?
Because it was like a game, like you plugged it into like a Game Boy, right? Like you plugged it into like the top of the fucking.
Like what it was like its own device actually.
Yeah.
And you could plug in the chips, and that would give you like a power damage or a healing thing. And
yeah.
And you like you plug auxiliary cables into each device, and you can choose to run around this 9 square grid map. And if you can like land a hit on them while they're running around, you can hit them with that shit. And you also have the chance to dodge it. Oh, cool! They got Haikyuu toys. You watch Haikyuu?
No, I never watched Haikyuu.
It's like a sports anime that people are watching these days. It's alright.
Is it like the friggin' oh, what is it? The swimming anime?
No.
Or the
I mean, there are like
basketball anime. Kuroko no Basket or whatever the fuck it was.
I think that's old. Wait, isn't that a love story?
I think so. I think it's like Yaoi or something. I don't fucking know, dude.
Shit, I don't know about that.
Or Yuri. Is it Yuri on Ice?
Man,
I don't remember, dude.
These anime toys are fucking bad, dude.
They're all Figmas.
Oh, the one you sent me is like this, like kind of big, like a different kind of style.
Yeah.
Well, these are bad.
I don't know what the fuck it's from.
Oh no, these are bad. No, I guess I'll click out, but these are bad.
These are bad. I'm gonna buy them just to show you how bad they are.
Oh, this one changes faces. That's real bad.
Oh, those ones are weird. Man, I wish I could sell all of these on eBay.
Just get them and flip them.
This one's bad too. This one's really fucking bad. Look at this one.
Let's see. Damn, that's bad too. That was just like this one that I saw a second ago. I wasn't even gonna send you that one. What's a cool anime chick? Are there any like cool Misato figures?
Steven Universe, dude. They were selling some at like this at the comic book store I would always go to, and they had an Asuka and a Rei, and they were the posable Figmas, I think.
No, cool. There's an Onsen one. That's amazing.
How do we get on this?
Mega Man?
We were talking about Mega Man Battle Network or whatever?
Yeah, chip toys, and it became anime. Oh, it was your fault. You started it.
Yeah, because this was the first one was related to, for some reason it was related to Mega Man.
You're looking at Mega Man and about Mega Man in .exe.
Yeah. But yeah. How long have we been going for?
Oh, maybe an hour at this point. Yeah, an hour and 3. Man, this is a pretty good vibe for this one. I guess we'll just kind of... There's a Mega Man costume. Holy shit.
Well, there's like a Mega Man costume?
Yeah, it looks weird. Here you go.
Let's see.
He's even got a fucking backpack.
How big is it?
Oh shit, it's the only one they have.
Yeah. Cosplay costume. Here's the sizes. Can you switch the size?
Nah, it's the only one.
It's $250.
They got a couple too. They got that one. They got Mega Man 64 or whatever. I think that's that one.
Oh wait, they have the fucking...
They even have Nappa. I mean Raditz.
Reddit?
Well, they got Inuyasha. Bro, we gotta catch up on Tamers, bro.
We should catch up on Tamers at some point.
They got Fox McCloud.
Alright, well, since we went about an hour, you want to kind of wrap it up? Since we're kind of just looking at anime figures now.
Alright, let me look at the doc, see what it says. The lunch break, we'll call... I'll make spaghetti.
We'll call the anime thing... We'll call the anime thing the lunch break.
Yeah. And then here's our goodbyes. Alright, guys, this is a good one. I'm glad we weren't depressing.
Yeah, we were less depressing.
Yeah, that's surprising considering the last couple of days, but that's real good. That's the point.
Yeah, we're making progress.
I'll make a song about this because I want to make a song for each episode.
Oh shit.
Yeah, because I feel like having not a deadline, but just having a thing to push on. It'd be easier to just put in motion. For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Alright guys, thanks for listening to Cut It Out with Aaron and Josh.
Thanks guys, we will see you in the next episode.
Bye.
And then we'll wait, we have to like the outro has to be us going back into the future.
Oh yeah.
Or into the now times.
So this entire time we just been sitting in here with my
we
older brother punching me in the head.
Repeatedly while we were looking at anime figures.
Shit, we've been here too long.
Oh no,
we're
it's just looping. Oh no, we gotta go back. The picture of us is fading, like in Back to the Future.
And the next scene is gonna be, and we're back in this room that we can't escape in this podcast until it's been completed.
Yeah, we have to fall. Wait, let me turn off my let me turn off this thing real quick. So we fall back into reality, and we're just like there we go.
Oh man.
And we're back in the real world.
Stuck in the room until the series is over.
Oh no, we're back here.
All right. Well, I guess that's that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me...
let's just stop the recording.